Welcome everyone. Today we're doing what I just call an open reading from our spirit guides, our spiritual team. This is for all signs, doesn't matter what sign you are. And it's the type of reading I feel like, you'll know if it's for you or not. The messages will be clear. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. It's funny, I pre-shuffle the cards, and as I was pre-shuffling, I kept getting the song. It's a great day for a white wedding. Billy Idol. I know that sounded nothing like it. It's a great day for a white wedding. So, anyways, I feel like that's a message to someone. Alright, we're going to bring the screen down. There we go. And we're going to allow the light seers to be have the starring role on the table. And then we're going to use the crystal vision. I've been using them last couple readings, and I'm finding I really like them together. So let's go ahead and begin. We have the world. Clearly it showed in reverse. Both of these did. We had the Seven of Cups, both in reverse. I feel like someone is really hesitating with a decision about something. That, listen, with the world, it's really a new chapter. It's a new beginning. It's a fresh start type of thing. But I feel like someone's having a hard time deciding. We have the Knight of Pentacles. There's a beautiful energy. Knight of Pentacles is your guardian angel energy. Your guardian angel is leading this energy. And every night brings us something. This night is bringing something to our physical, material, 3D world. Many times it's an opportunity. I feel like don't allow something to slip by, because all of a sudden I feel like there's a chance this could slip by, and it's because I stay in. The Seven of Cups is in reverse. So maybe, someone is making a decision, someone has made a decision, but at the same breath, I kind of don't feel like that. I feel like I got to be careful that something doesn't slip by. Because your guardian angel is leading this energy. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Seven of Swords, so that's probably our reason why we may let something slip by, and it's because we don't trust it. We're not sure if we can trust it. Let's put it that way. Not sure if we can trust this. I often feel like it feels like a blessing. Maybe because the world is leading. It is a change, and some people have a hard time with change. But nonetheless, it's the world, so I feel it's a very spiritual time. I feel like you gotta trust your guides. Trust your guides. The Seven of Swords can be tricky energy, can be untrustworthy energy, but it's also about finding spiritual completeness, right? I often think of the Seven Life Path, and the energy that they go through, but really what they're seeking is spirituality above, well, I don't want to say above all, but yeah. It's funny, I see this crow right at the front of the card, which how do I never saw it before? I don't know. But his mouth is open, like he's trying to talk to us, trying to tell us something. You know, the person on this Seven of Swords is on the mountaintop. The sun is shining on him. So I feel like, you know, there's no way he can hide. Okay, let's keep going. We have, look at this, the Eight of Cups, which clearly flip. You know, very seldom do I do reversals. But unless I feel them, and I feel them in this reading. So we have the Eight of Cups. This gives, you know, this is kind of showing us something coming in. And if it slips by, this is why. Right? We're not trusting it. We're not trusting the signs. It's coming directly from your guardian angel. It's an opportunity. I feel it's, you know, it's walking through the next portal. Eight of Cups says to me that, you know, it's looking within my emotional house or something. Maybe this untrustworthy, because someone may have been a certain way with me. I carry that energy, and now I feel everyone and everything will be that way. Look at this. Everything's coming in reverse. I'm seeing this person biting their nails. Someone may be a nail biter, and like when you get nervous, you bite your nails. All right, look at this. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Five of Wands. I just want to say there can be some ego involved. This can talk about, I don't know. I feel like there may be some ego involved, but in the same breath, you know, it feels like this Knight of Pentacles comes in and almost like a bowling ball. And those that stand against you is like this bowl, like they're the pins, you know, and like the bowling ball goes down and just knocks them all down. I don't know why I'm getting that image, but it's very clear. Anyway, we have the Death card, Rebirth. Putting something to an end. So, you know, without getting depressing, because this is energy we can change, which is a good thing. You know, when you see the 8, even the 5 talks about change. We're in a universal year 5, so it is a year of change, but should be for the better. You know, moving to a 6 universal year next year. I find out it's about relationships, but I feel like it's, you know, think of like the 6 of Pentacles, right? Like giving, loving type energy, helping the underdog. I feel many are on that type of path, but you got to trust it. And, you know, because I feel like the 8 of Cups, maybe the emotional house hasn't completely been dealt with. I feel like simply what this is saying is, you know, you can look at these past experiences that have not been easy, but you can learn from them. You can learn from them. You know, it's interesting. It's reminding me, I watched Caesar, the dog whisperer, last night, and as you know, he's all about energy, and I know that, right? You know, putting forth that energy, that, you know, and I feel like this is what you're learning. Like you're learning that, right? Because Caesar can, you know, a dog was just yelping and yelping and yelping for the owners. Caesar comes over, and you can see it in his body, his energy, and, you know, takes the leash and goes, Shh, and the dog just stops barking. So I feel like that's what you're learning. That's what you're learning. Interesting, we have more reversals than we do uprights. The King of Pentacles, though, is in the upright. Or the Knight of Pentacles, I'm sorry, is in the upright. All right, well, hello. We have the Tower on the bottom of the deck. You know, I'm going to put this for some. the tower is usually universal, right? The universe sends the tower. Why? Well, because it's needed sometimes. Sometimes things, your life, because remember, like you have a spiritual team and their job is to help you accomplish what your soul wanted to accomplish. But they can't interfere with your free will. And you have to invite them to help you, and then pay attention, because that's what I feel right from the get-go. Like, you know, and it's not like I don't see it. Something can pass me by and I see it, but because of energy that I haven't learned from yet, it could keep going, right? It passes me by. Um, that's probably why you're here, though, so it doesn't pass you by, because they feel like your guides would do, everything possible first before before it passes you by. Does that make sense? All right. So nonetheless, we have the tower. The tower is affecting the world. It's where the world is in reverse. The world is also like a reward, right? It's like the next vibration. But certainly some type of death has to happen. And that just means, every once in a while through our lives, we have to stop and say, what's working, what's not working, who's toxic, who's not toxic, what beliefs have I taken on? Are they mine? Am I living my life or am I living their life? Do I think I'm weak when actually I'm quite strong, right? You're just not feeling your whole self yet. But you have the ability, because that's the power. I feel like the lesson is. It's like I know my energy, and therefore, if anything comes against you, you have the energy to stop it in its tracks. Let's put it that way. Or stop yourself in your tracks, right? Turn around, go a different way if you choose. Okay. Let's get some uprights here, and let's see. I'm going to say if there's anything I'm missing. We have the King of Swords. Can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. This king could be tied back to the Seven of Swords. We have the Five of Pentacles. Interesting, because the Five of Pentacles really is a tower. And, when the Five of Pentacles comes out and the tower, it makes me feel like this tower was kind of against your wishes. This is like feeling thrown out in the cold. Change happens whether I like it or not. And this is where I really have to find myself. It's interesting. I feel like this is what this reading is about, because when you're in this energy, this is where you really have to dig deep and find yourself. Because in this energy, there's a lot of soulmate energy that's coming towards you. Soulmate family. Someone in the right place at the right time to help you make the right decision to the next step. You know what I mean? It just, synchronicities. But I have to get there. I have to allow myself to have this change. I have to accept it, whatever it is. Because it does affect decisions. It makes decisions feel, for some reason I feel like you can't trust them. Now this could be of other people too, and it may be all. We have the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Wheel of Fortune coming over the Seven of Swords. So I just want to say that, the wheel is your destiny. The wheel, sometimes you're at the top, sometimes you're at the bottom. This wheel moves with your intention. And, because destiny is over that, again, it just feels to me like, even though whatever this tower is, and I'm sure it's difficult, right? And that's why there's a lot of reversals, right? I'm sure, because there's anyway, it's difficult. Yes, it is. But nonetheless, I feel like what you can learn, I know I keep repeating this, but I just feel like what you can learn from this, it feels life changing. And again, I keep thinking of Caesar with his energy and the dogs, and the difference between, or the regular human, who allows the dog to get them all wound up, and the master. The master. So you are the master. Now you just gotta take on that energy. All right, anyway, let's keep going. I may come back and look at those two kings. What's interesting is this is talking about something of the past. First of all, be very realistic with yourself. Don't want what is not good for you. Don't want it. If you know it's not good for you, even if you think that you love, there's love. Well, understand what love is. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, well, it's in reverse. So, boy, I feel like I'm preaching to you guys, and I don't mean it that way in any way, but this is about making a grounded decision, right? And it's in reverse. So something just thrown you off course as it relates to something new. Again, it's coming. It's like it's coming right across your eyesight. Whether you accept it or not can only be up to you. We have the Star card of Aquarius. The Star is about your hopes. It says keep your hope alive, right? If you're feeding it, but you're feeding it from high energy, it's like it will come. I feel like the Star. Okay. In a way, I'm in a relationship, right? And like I had, when I was young, I had my dreams, what I was going to do and this and that. And then I'm in a relationship and, I don't know. There was chemistry, think I love them, whatever. But I noticed that I'm no longer going after my dreams. Maybe, they're going after theirs, but for some reason I put myself second best. Now, doesn't necessarily mean you got to leave the person, right? Because whose fault is that? It's your fault. I mean that in the nicest of ways, because it's energy that you accepted or you allowed. You know what I mean? And maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I feel like this is saying put yourself first again. Your guides are saying, put yourself first again. Think about your life and how you want your life to be. Understand that, they're helping you to manifest, but you have got to put the energy in, right? You've got to put the intention and, you got to walk the talk. And I feel like, your guys are just saying, and therefore you will create it, right? But right now it just feels, it's just saying don't lose your hope, right? To me, the Five of Pentacles, who's moving to the Six of Pentacles, it is all about the lesson, right? But it's an inner lesson because it's a difference of me maybe being like an ego type energy matching, you know, because someone else was, therefore I was, to a point where I know me now, and you know, I'm going for my dreams, whatever that means, whether it's something small or something large. You know, it's the moving forward in something um, that manifests it. Okay, anyway, well, we have the Nine of Wands. Oh, I know I was going to say, you know, so with your guardian angel, like over this Five of Wands energy, to me, the Five of Wands is like-minded. It is like-minded energy, and it's that energy where no one wants to be wrong, right? But truth be told, these two are like-minded, and this is why, you know, they're in their ego energy, and therefore they're working against each other. But I often feel like if they could turn around, they could truly be amazing together, right? But it's choice. It's a decision, like, you know, the Seven of Cups again, like, you know, we have to make that choice. So, anyways, Nine of Wands over that feels, again, Nine of Wands to me is where you're gaining true spiritual muscles. You're becoming strong within yourself. You know, this is about learning who you are and trusting who you are and becoming who you are. And you are not fearful. You know, you're not fearful. That is, you know, I don't know. Fear has its use, right? Danger. Pay attention to that. But I feel like it's like you're learning how to get rid of the Nine of Swords energy, where I'm not overthinking things any longer. I don't know. I don't know. It's like you're having an awakening. Anyway, Nine of Wands. Energy we can overcome. You know, I feel like in the Nine of Wands, we have to take our own responsibility for this energy, right? Because it is a card of responsibility. Um, I'm going to put them down here. Well, we have the World, and look at this. We have the Two of Cups. I mean, come on. So, the World is in the upright. We open your reading with the World in reverse. It doesn't mean, you know, here comes the portal. Here it comes. Here it comes. You know, you're going to jump in the wheel or you're not going to jump in the wheel. For some of you, it tells exactly what's on, you know, this journey that's coming, and it is, it's soulmate energy. It's soulmate love. And it's connected to this world. Now, this means like you had this awakening. You had this awakening, and that is why the world is now in the upright. Now you can enter in that portal, and that is where your Two of Cups exist. I don't know what that means, except that is where this Two of Cups exists. Wow, it's crazy. I have some orange juice, and you know, I'm not a drinker. I don't drink. But boy, did that taste like it had vodka in it. Weird. It tastes like a screwdriver. Okay. That is where this Two of Cups exist. This is all falling over the death card. And the rebirth, allowing myself to have a rebirth and closing a chapter to something, that learn the lesson, close the chapter, learn the lesson, close the door. It opens you to new. It opens you to all kinds of things. Well, Two of Cups. So we have the Three of Pentacles. And look at this. We have the Ace of Cups. So I didn't want to just leave it at the Two of Cups. I don't know what to say. Other than, I feel like when we do these type of readings, I love the clarity that I feel like I'm receiving. Here's the Ace of Cups that's coming over this Two of Cups. This is where your Two of Cups exist. And that's that. Three of Pentacles here also talks about, I feel like if your life is changing, maybe it's against, it was against your will. Nonetheless, it happened. You have two options. I can stay and do nothing, or I can start rebuilding, like giving myself a rebirth, right? Anyway, the power you learn from the lesson of that cycle, it's truly amazing. It's truly amazing. So again, I want to say, anything that stands against you, your power, it's like you don't have to speak a word. You don't have to, and it's not a wall. It's your energy. So powerful, I feel. And some of you are like, when are my dreams coming true? When you get proactive in them, right? When you start pouring that intention out in the way, you want to think about where your energy is coming from. And if I can figure out this lesson and then manifest, holy cow, here's the world with Two Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Pentacles talks about you and your uniqueness to the world, and others appreciating that about you, appreciating your uniqueness. Maybe no one was doing that before, and it's time that they do. It's time that you have that, and this is you doing something, being some way that is truly you. It's you. It's something, I don't know, I just feel like it brings you joy. And therefore I feel like it's bringing love, and this feels of the highest nature. So I feel like this may be, because I feel like the world is the closest chapter to God. So what's ever entering in the world is forever, right? Is forever. Maybe it never ends. So I'm going to leave it there, because what else can I say? I don't know. I just love what's over here. And this, again, this wheel over the Seven of Swords, whatever this energy is that forced you to kind of shut down your emotional house, and therefore you're having a hard time making decisions, right? Making change. I didn't ask for this. Nonetheless, you're in it. So now you decide you're going to go to the top of the wheel or stay at the bottom. Is this Knight of Pentacles going to pass you by, or are you going to be able to see it? And I feel like it's saying you will. And I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. I cannot wait to hear your comments. Your comments when I do these type of readings give me such clarity over, okay, I know, you're like, I know, Sandy, this is why you said that. And I love hearing that. It just gives me validation, even though I really trust what I'm reading. So this is quite beautiful, though it's coming from a very difficult place. But the lesson, I feel like, is everything. Energy. I love you guys. I'll see you in the readings. Bye-bye.